Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic. Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic. See, I mean, we're working through it. We are here live on location. Live, not when you're listening to it, but we are here at Machete Beer House in National City. My hood, my place of not Machete, but National City, bro.
You grew up here, right?
I did, bro. But here we are. We are having a special event hosted by the locals where we're going to go ahead and talk about in a bit. But we're also going to go ahead and talk everything loyal. USD came, was censored, and we're not allowed to talk about it. So we won't talk about it. We're going to go ahead and have the talk about the super podcast that's happening tomorrow. We're also going to go ahead and talk a little bit about what's going to happen at the end of this week. Loyal finally play their first game. We're also going to go ahead and get into a little bit of MLB baseball. The Padres, Los Super Padres, they beat LA yesterday in Sunday Night Baseball.
I'm ready to argue against it, man. I'm ready.
All right, sounds good. We're also going to go ahead and talk a little bit of the Super League, how that went is shit. Champions League starts tomorrow. Chelsea versus Madrid, PSG, Man City. We're going to go ahead and give our predictions. And also, shout out to 1904, who also played a tournament over in Chattanooga, made it all the way to the semifinals. They did end up, unfortunately, losing in the semifinals to the eventual champions, Detroit FC, who went undefeated. So congratulations to 1904. You guys did us proud. We might or may not be talking with 1904 player. We are. Should we? I mean, just announce it.
Yeah, we are talking to Mo Espinosa tomorrow, which should be exciting. He's the captain of the team. He's pretty much the star of the team. And he's Chula Vista native, you know. He grew up here in San Diego, and I'm excited to talk to him, to be honest.
100%. Again, so we are here on location in Machete Beer House. Shout out to the boy Adam, who honestly hooked it up in here. We are in a safe space, in a safe environment. Still wearing masks because you never know.
We're fully vaxxed though.
Fully vaxxed. We can high five. Hell yeah.
Oh,
fuck yeah.
I haven't high fived you in years.
A year, honestly. I have fist bumps. It's just weird. There's something about high fives. But again, we are here for a special event because this is opening week, I guess, for San Diego Loyal in their opening campaign away in Phoenix. The locals had themselves an event today. Again, this is not going to be live whenever you guys listen to it. But today there was an event, a drum circle with the locals. I know we have the usual cast of characters. You might be able to hear them in the background at some point.
This essentially is pretty much.
Right now we got Tina Turner in the background.
They call it a drum off or drum in.
A drum circle. Let's look at the actual terminology because I don't want to be saying shit.
I think what essentially it's a practice, to drum and chant circle. There you go.
Yeah, drum and chant circle as I get out of my personal account. Definitely, we're feeling the love, man. I'm just gonna say, we've really been feeling the love from the locals, from everybody in this community.
Man, it's great.
Obviously, we had the game over at USD when was playing versus, and they had the great, and then over in the left wing they played. I mean, what are your thoughts on whatever ended up happening over? It was crazy what ended up coming out of Torero Stadium versus USD when you had.
I love the starting lineup.
I
loved it.
Do you want to talk about a little starting lineup?
Yeah. So on goal we had, and then on the defense we had. And then on stop we had this and this.
Yeah, this and this is pretty much more than what we actually got.
And
at this point,
they scored 5 goals.
Yeah, they did score 5 goals. I will say, out of respect, because obviously they wanted their privacy, right? The Loyal wanted their privacy, and they wanted to do everything in their own terms, and that's fine. They've been doing things consistently, at least, not letting media into the games. I did end up going over into the practice over at Olympic Training Center last week. Got some footage over with Morgan Hackworth and Ben. Super bromance, bros. O sea, esos datos son una bromance que pues...
Bros before hoes.
100%. Sure. Goals before bros. Goals before bros. And that's it. We'll leave it like that.
Goals before hoes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I'll say it. I'm the one with the potty mouth.
You are in enemy territory right now, Chiva.
Why?
I mean, this is National City.
Oh, yeah.
We are on Highland Avenue. This is where Lil Rob and Summer Nights cruise down the street.
Should I be worried
with this
that
girl looking all dolled up, sitting passenger in his rag.
I swear, if I go and my car got broken into, I'm never coming back here.
Hey, bro, it might be me who breaks into your car at this point.
Oh, no.
But I did want to go ahead and play the interviews that we had. So first, we'll go ahead and talk about Jack Blake, who I don't think anybody's necessarily talked to. There was a couple people that in Loyal that we'll talk to eventually. Really interested in talking with Nikki.
Jack Blake, by the way, is a center mid from we just got from Real Monarchs. Es un crack el vato, la neta. La neta, es un vato que straight up shoots outside the box.
He's an engine, and that's actually something that I asked him.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
what type of player are you? So this is going to be Jack Blake. You're in the second season for Loyal. Obviously, you've had experience in the USL. What's something that you see in San Diego Loyal from the short time that you've been here that really excites you for the next season?
I think as a culture, it's a strong culture behind the club, on and off the field. I think on the field this year, I think the fans are going to be in for a good year. They're going to watch some exciting football. So I'm excited to be a part of that. And then, yeah, off the field, just strong principles and culture that we have, and looking out for each other and taking care and getting involved in the community. And yeah, it's just a great club to be a part of.
So from what I've been hearing out of training camp is you never get tired. Has this always been the case? Have you always been the same? That's me asking him, hey, like, you are a power engine. You are the mitochondria.
Just look at that smile. Like, he knows it.
He knows
he knows he has he knows he's probably the most conditioned in that team.
He's that number 7 role, which,
that guy was straight up run laps around our fat asses. Straight up.
Like, very, very deep. You'll get 100%. But, like, deep Mexico reference. Number 7 is special because that's Ramon Ramirez's number. Ramon Ramirez was a player from Mexico back in the 1998 World Cup and beyond, where that guy was that center, just that power, and just never got tired. That's what you need. That's a different type of number 7. Excuse me, compared to, don't burp in your masks. Number 7, that's not the traditional number 7. People think like now,
Ronaldo, the winger,
the
flair,
no.
player.
7 for me is like numbers mean something, right? So 7 for me has always been midfielder.
Really?
Que no se cansa, que va para arriba, para abajo.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, dude. Like again,
you're the old school. You see, because I grew up with 7 being the winger.
Yeah.
To me, more the center mids that what you're talking about is more of the number 8.
También.
Maybe a number 6.
You pair a 7. That's the thing. That's your midfield. 7, 6, 8. Like 8 is el
6 y 8 contenciones.
Yeah, exactly. El 10, you know what? You can make him your winger.
El 10 para mí es el enganche.
Yeah.
Number 10 for me is center attacking mid right there.
But we're back here with Jack Blake. The team. What is the secret to maybe train for that? It's just that raw natural talent you've always had.
Yeah, I've always worked hard, especially in the gym and stuff, like off the field. I think from a young age I was maybe blessed with a good engine, so I've taken good care of my body and just look after myself, and we're a good, strong, fit team, and we'll give teams a real hard time, especially in the last 30 minutes of games when other teams may start to tire and we're still counter pressing and staying strong. So like I said, it's going to be a good year.
Cameo from the great Drew Steck from the locals.
Yes, sir.
Again, we have locals out the wazoo here coming in. It's really exciting.
It looks like people might get drunk.
People might get drunk. We are being responsible individuals, and we are.
I currently don't drink anymore for the moment, which is unfortunate.
I currently don't drink anymore. How's it going? We are seeing a lot of our friends from the locals that we haven't seen in a whole year.
Only via Zoom and via video chat, honestly.
Via Zoom and via video chat. But again,
YouTube.
Jack Blake knows exactly the type of player he is. He knows what he has and what he's going to be bringing. Again,
and I think that's exactly why Landon brought him. That's exactly the type of midfielder player that he wants and what they need. Charlie Adams couldn't do everything by himself.
Imagine if you can pair him with Guido. If you had been able to pair him, not just with
Adams
Guido.
and Guido on that center mid, on un triángulo. Oh man, that's dangerous.
That's gonna be
that's
spicy.
Fucking dangerous, bro.
All right, here we go, Jack Blake. Again, apologies because I am behind camera over at the Olympic Training Center, just to make sure that the player's answer is the one that's highlighted. So I do apologize if I'm a little too low. I
bought some mics to fix that, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, we're about to fix that. We got lapel mics, guys. Lapel mics. This is gonna be exciting. For those fans that are coming into San Diego Loyal, maybe learning some of the new faces and the skills of the players coming in, how would you describe your style of play on the field?
I think unpredictable, creative, And then my primary objective is to support my teammates, give assists, and then get some goals for the team. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a really good attacking team to watch this year. And then defensively, we're also very strong. You know, we have some very good experience at the back, and also players that play with the ball at their feet and are brave on the ball, which is important for us to build out. So yeah, it's coming together. We've been crafting hard all pre-season and excited to showcase next week.
What's the banter like having another Jack in the team with a fantastic accent?
Yeah, he might be the worst looking Jack out of the two of us, and maybe the worst banter, but yeah, he's a good lad. So yeah, no, banter's high in the team. Yeah, we have a good level, good team morale. So yeah.
Any date for a return to the YouTubes? I know you have a pretty prominent YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Check it out if you want to give it a plug. You can do that so people can do some research.
Yeah. I do have a YouTube channel. I stopped it briefly for a little bit last year. My second kid was born, so that took up a lot of time. And that's still the case at the moment. So I kind of just taking a break from it at the moment and concentrating on family and football, and then yeah, maybe in the future I'll open up for a bit more time.
You picked up any Spanish?
A little bit, poquito.
Oh, that's all you need, man.
That's all I need. I'm good with that.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Any message for the fans that are going to come out finally and see hopefully 100% coming up June 15th? That's what California said.
Yeah.
Are you excited to meet the fans of San Diego, or what would you say to those coming up for the first time?
Can't wait. I think it's felt like the longest preseason ever, and especially with not having the fans being able to come to preseason and things like that. So I think it's just building up for that first game in Phoenix, and then also our first home game. I think we're in for a hell of an atmosphere, and you know the fan base here have got a good reputation for being loud, and I can't wait to meet everyone. All right.
I think he might be my favorite player now.
Este vato le echa huevos. At training,
like,
este vato, he's the Energizer Bunny. Like, he was described as the Energizer Bunny by other players, by people who have been there in preseason. He just does not get tired. He's that power, like we said, and that's what I really am excited to see, because in that midfield last year, it was rough at times, man. Like,
here's what the midfield did last year.
Carlos,
you needed more shots outside the box. You could tell by the second half people were getting tired, so that's gonna help out a lot. And then again, it just adds more depth on the midfield. And
that too, because from what we've been hearing, not just on the front from the people who have been there. I've been there in practice, and people are talking about Colin Martin. People are not kidding. Colin Martin looks spectacular. Colin Martin looks ready to go. His shot looks on point. He's taking shots that nobody took last year. Again, was this in practice and training last year? I'm not entirely sure, but Colin Martin looks really, really good. So, I mean, the midfield for San Diego Loyal is looking just phenomenal. It's just that final third, and maybe the back line. Again, we're attacking minded, I'd say, San Diego Loyal, but, you know, with Grant Stoneman, Jack, not Blake, Metcalf, and you know, we have a variety of ways that we can play that left wing back position too. Elijah can help out, but I mean, it's looking good. Well, do you think you know who's going to be the starting lineup?
If I had to guess, I'm gonna go with Trey on goal. Then Jack Metcalf on the right back position. He's gonna go with two center backs, Stoneman and what's the other dude? The new guy we got.
Nel Van Kazili. No,
Van
Kazili. Yeah.
So he's gonna start, and then Elijah Martin on the left. We're gonna start out with Charlie Adams and Jack Blake on center mid. Then Guido as center attacking mid. And I'm not too sure. Okay, he might play three center backs and then wing backs with Elijah Martin and Jack Metcalf. And then Guido, Blake, and Charlie Adams on the center mids, rotating. And then on top with two strikers.
I could see that, and the two strikers.
I can see Landon playing like that, and the two strikers would be Corey and
Ben.
Either Ben or Nicky.
Ben. Speaking about Ben, again, these interviews have been up on our YouTube channel at 2 Balls and a Mic. Again, we throw them up there because we were going to talk about them during the podcast.
Play winger, and then it's so much depth, so many players.
There's so much depth, and hopefully, like, that's the thing. Like, it doesn't get to a point where like the team gets frustrated with itself and starts, not letting the team grow and not letting
Yeah.
the chemistry be in there, because the chemistry is there. That's one thing that apparently we don't have to worry about. Chemistry is there, guys, but will it translate to on the field, in-game chemistry? If is it going to work? Is there things going to break down? What's going to happen when the injury comes? When I think there's a spread, there's a time where there's like 3 games in a week or something, like some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So rotation is going to be important. There's not as many players. Supposedly, again, from what we're understanding, is there's going to be much more talent, much more the skill levels higher for what we have. So
I'd say for those fans who are eager to see the stars and the great players starting, be patient when you see players that don't normally starting, especially with this crazy schedule. Like you said, there's going to be weeks where we have 3 games in 1 week. That's insane. 3 games in a week. It's a lot. So you're going to have to rotate your players, and that's why hopefully everyone's up to par to where to meet Landon's standards.
100%. So speaking of Ben Spencer, we actually had a chance to talk with Ben Spencer, and I'm like, you know what? Let's talk to Ben and Morgan. And then our friend Jesse was like, oh, you want the bromance? I'm like, let's go for it. Right before we got him on camera, he's like, oh, we just came up with this. It's Ben and Morgan. Ben Morgan, Ben Mo, like Venmo. And they're like, hey, you can have it. And I was like, okay. I like fumbled it. I was like, okay. I asked them in the interview. We'll listen to a little bit just because I want this, because this is going to translate into a little bit of what we're going to talk about with with a guest on Wednesday. The Handshake King.
Yeah.
Cortez Lewis, who's known as the Handshake King, pretty much has the man of 1,000 handshakes. If Chris Jericho was the wrestling reference, the man of 1,001 holds, you have Cortez Lewis as 1,001 handshakes. But here is the super special awesome. I think they just came up with it that day, the handshake for Bevmo, Ben Spencer, and Morgan Hackworth.
Let's see it.
Good. I think he's done well. Should we show them?
Sorry. Should we show him? Show him what? He wasn't ready for it, but it's fine. It's fine.
I think he's done well. Should we show them?
Man. They did the arm thing.
This is training, all right?
They did the arm thing there.
Hey? Hopefully we get a lot of those because they score goals and assists to each other. But
Hey, hopefully,
again,
man.
if we're talking about chemistry, like, just look at this image. Like right now, if you're watching it on YouTube, like, look at this image right here. Like, this is the chemistry that we have. These
You can't fake those smiles.
These guys are in it to win it. They care for each other. They love each other. They're going to play hard for every single person on that team. And again, something that we've talked about with everybody. Sorry, we're not used to sitting on stools.
Straight up.
Somos gorditos. But yeah, I mean, the thing that they've been saying is that the chemistry is there, and that we just have to wait and see. I was so close. I kind of even want to go out there and ask, hey, bring me Jerry. I was so close, not actually close, but I was gonna be like, hey, like, are you familiar with one Jerry Jimenez, Mr. Ben Spencer? He's had some choice comments for your play last year. I'm kidding. I wasn't gonna ask him. I did kind of be like, hey, like, so last year there was some complications. Are we getting better? How are we?
Andabas valiendo.
In the nicest way possible.
Yeah.
No estabas 2-3, vato. So we have to work on that. What have you been doing? He answered like,
¿Te gusta
how
el
he went.
palo porque le sigues pegando, güey?
Sí, güey.
No, but supposedly he's looking good this preseason, supposedly, and
from what I've seen, again, I saw him do one-on-one training with Landon. After practice, I've seen him just work on his craft. Just
I mean, to be our number 9, you better be clinical, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. If you're going to wear number 9, I'm expecting a lot.
What are you expecting? Because if we talk about like
I'm
what the overall expectations are, like there's some USL accounts.
How many games are in the season?
In
like
un chingo.
I'm expecting at least 10 goals.
From Ben Spencer.
From Ben Spencer.
Okay. All right.
At least 10 goals.
I can go with that. Another thing, again, this last Friday, there was the last preseason game that was barely announced. Like, they announced it last second. I did ask them during that day after I interviewed Ben and Morgan. I'm like, hey guys, so is media going to be able to go in? Like, what's the protocol for this? Like, and what they
Is that Torero, right?
Yeah, Torero, yeah. Or if you go to, based on the post, undisclosed location. So, you know, I asked them, like, hey, what's the deal? They're like, honestly, it's going to be mostly friends and family of the players. And
We're friends of Jack Metcalf.
Almost family. Even Jack Lake.
You should be like, well,
YouTube bros.
Landon called me his best friend.
Landon called me his best friend.
Can I go in?
So, I mean, I had to go pick somebody up at the airport that day. I may or may not have stopped by the Little Hill just to see. My excuse was going to be like, oh, what are you doing here? Get out of here. And I was going to talk to
give away the spot, man.
And I was going to, everybody knows about the Hill. It's because it usually has security there. And so that's what I was going to do. I was going to ask the security person, hey, by any chance do you know our boy Johannes? Johannes was security guard here, so we can get track him down.
Johannes, bro.
If you're out there, bro, let us know. We got tickets for you.
I'm a little upset that you haven't subscribed, man.
Right?
Well, we told
maybe
you
he
to.
did. Like,
We
maybe
told
he's
you
like
to, man.
Beaver Fever 1, 2, 3, and you know we just haven't checked that out.
Fever.
Yeah.
Okay, man. But yeah, I mean, exciting stuff coming up this Friday.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go
but
ahead.
speaking about USD, today we got some news. Again, this is a fantastic community, and I won't show the DMs, obviously out of respect.
Show the DMs.
Because
Show the
I don't want to
DMs.
have just
on your
some
personal
personal one.
I feel left out.
No, but I screenshot it to you.
Oh, that's right.
So we had this, and it said, I heard that at the USD match, whenever a second ball rolled onto the pitch, the players or the ref would yell, 2 balls. There was somebody in the stands that would follow up with, and a mic. So,
I love that, man. Whoever that was.
I need to know. We need to know, like,
Bro, tell us who you were so we can give you some stuff, man. Some stickers.
it could have been somebody from the front office too. So I mean, we'll give you some
man.
a taco outing. Like, just
You-
I want to know.
You think it was what's his name? I don't even know who would it be.
Maybe
from the office?
Weston.
You
Weston
think
was there.
Weston?
Maybe he was
Was
there.
he
Was
there?
friends and family. I'm not sure.
We should ask him.
Maybe it was Landon.
I highly doubt it was Landon, bro.
But yeah, and so I'm like, hey, like, was this true? Like, is this? And they said verified by multiple sources. Multiple sources. And they asked if we were going to be at Machete today, and here we are at Machete. So
Yes, we are.
shout out Mr. Travis. Travis, who's actually outside. I don't know if you can actually start to hear some of the drums happening
Bro,
out there.
just hearing those drums pumps me up, man, for the first home game, man. Straight
And
up.
that's the thing, like, we have so long to wait just because
It's a whole nother month.
it's a whole nother month of away games. What we've been asked, I love that Machete has TUDN, so we can just if there's any breaking news, we can just we could fill you in immediately. I saw Tuca Ferretti on there. I was like, oh, did he finally let go?
Ooh, man. Mexican Liga MX es otro pedo ahorita.
Sí,
We'll see if we get to that, maybe.
we do also want to say tomorrow. You know what tomorrow's happening? Other than us interviewing Mo Espinosa
Yes,
from
tomorrow
1904?
is a super pod.
Super
pod. Which what it is the locals are hosting it. Shout out to the locals again. They're hosting it. They invited us. They invited Fairweather.
The locals stole our idea that we did the first time, and they're running with it. And now they're saying that they're the boss of it. Go for it. Honestly, it was stressful. I'm kidding. It's mutual. Hopefully, the deal was not deal. What?
Bro, I mean, are you okay there?
Why?
Seem a little upset.
Why? Oh no, I'm not.
The locals
no.
did steal our idea, though.
Oh
but-
no! 100 no. Like
Nah, put
the
up that.
idea was from the start would be very cool. Like it's just like a
Round
hot
table talk,
potato,
a round table talk.
round table talk.
That's what it's going
hosted-
to be tomorrow. We're going to be talking loyal. We're going to be expectations for the game. Drew was mentioning he's going to have a bunch more topics to talk about. I'm so excited for that. It's going to be tomorrow at 9 p.m. If this drops tonight on Monday,
8 p.m.
Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Oh,
8
they
p.m.
changed it. Great. If this drops on Tuesday, then it's going to be tonight at 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
So check it out on the Locals channel. I believe it's going to be live.
Yeah, it's gonna be live. It's gonna have from what we
I
hear.
got to watch my mouth.
Locals Fair Weather podcast. You're gonna watch your mouth. Sorry.
Please put your mask back on, sir.
I was drinking
Gosh,
my
gosh.
lemonade.
Oh man, but yeah. So I mean, I don't want to talk too much about Friday, cause right now, especially since we're gonna
Talk about
tomorrow.
it. Yeah, exactly.
But just quick expectations. I expect the team to come out blazing. I mean, the Phoenix Rising was literally our last game of the season last season, and things got heated. That's when the whole thing happened that we all know about. And I'm pretty sure these players are gonna be fired up to destroy this team. Last time we played them,
Wow. Sorry for
we're
our
gonna get
audio
the Champions League in a
listeners.
little bit, but man, last time we played Phoenix Rising, we were kicking their ass.
Yeah.
And then the whole fiasco happened, and they cheated and they used foul language, and I fucking hate Phoenix.
Necessarily cheated, but yes, we all hate Phoenix. If again this was Jerry's Roadcaster, I could
Phoenix,
just click and
los locos te
it'd
saludan.
be the great Presidente Steve saying, "I hate Phoenix." So shout out again. It's fun that we get to do this. We're gonna go ahead and join the locals up in a bit, just because again, it's gonna sound like a great time. 50% capacity, no, 35% capacity. I don't know. Get your tickets. We're gonna give tickets away this season to Two Balls and a Mic. So
yes,
find
sir.
out how we're gonna go ahead and do that.
Yes, sir.
It is gonna be very, 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 very fun. Last thing on the locals before we move on the Loyal. Loyal Select has cool, dope ass fucking jerseys.
Dude, those black
Está bien
jerseys
perronas,
están
güey.
bien perronas, vato, no ma- That's the one jersey I want to buy. Once I lose a little bit of more weight. I am currently losing weight, guys. I'm down 8 pounds. And I mean, I want to buy a jersey, man. That's my motivation of losing weight, just to buy a Loyal jersey. Straight up. That's right.
Lil Nate shouting you out for your journey. Support my boy Chiva. Tell him on
Yes,
social media.
sir. That's why I'm not drinking.
Échenle porras.
And it's the journey.
And it's the journey. I was trying to look for the jerseys, but I don't see them here. But anyway, they have
Dude,
the
they're dope,
black and
man.
white.
They're dope. They have the
children's-
Rady Children's in the front. Dude, they're just really, 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 really cool.
100%. Do you want to move into stay in the soccer lane? Do you want to talk about the leg break?
Oh, leg break.
Let's just quickly talk about the
So
leg
there
break
was
so we can move on.
UFC fights this weekend. There were
FSA.
big fights. The biggest highlight had to be this leg break. I think you're gonna
Oh my
show.
God, yeah, no, I'm gonna show it right
Viewer
now.
discretion is advised. I'm not playing. This leg break is not for everyone.
Not even that, like viewer discretion, audio discretion, just because you
yeah.
know exactly what's about to happen. Like,
Yeah.
if you are vaguely familiar with the anatomy of the human body and know exactly what that may or may not sound like, be prepared. But in this, there was three. Like, it was like injury. I don't even know, injury Christmas, bro. Like, it was crazy. But this is the disgusting leg break that just is gonna scar many, many, many people for years.
Per DraftKings Sportsbook.
All right.
I don't. Did they see that? I think did they not play it?
No, they saw it.
Okay,
They saw it.
man.
Oh, El Vato's on the floor, writhing in pain.
Oh, man, I still get shook watching that, man.
I saw
That's
it
crazy.
on a giant
I think
projector.
someone told me that 8 years ago he fought Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva,
And Silva broke his
and
leg
it
against
happened to him, and
And
now
then 8 years after he finally happened to him,
Yeah.
right?
that's
That's just crazy how shit works out, man.
Karma-wise, like, it's
Like,
just
straight up.
insane. So that was that, our little leg break segment here on Two Balls and a Mic.
But let's talk Champions League.
Do you want to? Well, I mean,
Oh, you wanna talk-
before we talk Champions League, there was something big that happened that took the majority
Yes,
of our
that
episode
fucking-
last year.
That fucking Super League.
La Superliga.
That just
ha
had
muerto.
everyone. They had everyone shook for a day, and then
Yeah.
I mean, quite honestly, it sounded like Peter Cech came to the rescue.
The boy. I mean, Peter Cech is one of my favorite people. Well, not only because he's a Chelsea whatever, he's also a drummer. His favorite band is the Foo Fighters. My favorite band is the Foo Fighters. Little things like that.
Is he your favorite goalkeeper?
Sorry. But here's their boy. Our boy. Darren's boy. Shout out Unnamed Soccer Podcast. Darren Smith's boy, Rich Eisen, trying to explain soccer. Darren, I know you listen to Two Balls and a Mic every week. Talk to your boy. Educate him like he needs it. But here's Rich Eisen trying to explain exactly what happened with the EuroLeague and
The Super League.
the Super League, los Superliga de los Europeos, whatever. But here we go.
Your
Discussion is advised.
cringe moments.
Appears that 12 football clubs across the pond. I am mandated once again as an American sports broadcaster. Anything that's referred to, certainly that involves the UK.
Ya perdiste, güey. Like, you're already lost.
Across the pond.
Across the pond, this so-called football, this so-called soccer, like, you lost me, Rich. But look, I'll give you props.
I like that he's saying, like, hey, excuse me if I'm not using. Like, he's trying.
He's trying. He's venturing, but it's just not.
It's not his forte.
It's not hitting the cylinders that it needs to.
Britain, London. We have to say that it's happening across the pond. Although it's just half of the new Super League teams that have already committed to this new Super League, half of them come from the UK, from the Premier League. Half of the 12 that raise their hands say, yes, we're going to play in something called a new European Super League. Starting in August, half of them come from the Premier League. 3 of them come from La Liga in Spain. 3 of them come from Serie A in Italy. Beautiful country.
I love how he acts so surprised that it's 6 teams from the Premier League. Like, okay, buddy, come on. You do know the Premier League is the most competitive league in the world, right?
Yeah, and there's the confusion. Obviously, like, he's not very well versed. This is an attempt to try to explain this to the American audience, because again, I wonder how many people tune into Rich Eisen to get their soccer news or like.
You're better
it must be a
to
very slow
2 balls in the
week.
mic, guys.
But again, it was a very huge story, so much so that like James Corden
It was so big.
It was big.
He talked about it. Like,
That's true. Like that. But look,
straight up.
soccer's getting talked in a non-positive way.
I mean, we were the first ones to hit up LeBron James about this.
Still waiting on a response from King James.
He hasn't said anything about it, so
And 6 teams in the UK, from the Premier League,
he says
are
that
going.
so many times.
Yes.
It appears with
appears?
this new Super League,
Okay.
Christopher,
What's up, Rich?
that has been formed, this new European Super League, it appears
What does it appear, Rich?
that 12 major,
Wow.
big-time
Wow.
football clubs
Wow.
Said that 3 times already.
that participate for the right to host the champions.
What? What?
You know what my favorite tournament in Europe is? The Champions. It's non-ironic because we call it La Champions. But this was like, oh, the tournament, the Champions.
Yeah, but he says these teams that fight to host the tournament. No.
Fight.
It just gets
Arsenal, Tottenham.
the final just gets put in a random city.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the Super Bowl, right? Like
Yeah.
each city, each whatever gets their
exactly,
choice, gets their time. It's their
exactly
time
like
to
that,
run
exactly
it.
like that.
Let's go. What else do you have to say, Rich?
Trophy, in the Champions League. 12
okay.
of them have relegated the rest of the football clubs
What?
in European soccer.
What? Right? What?
Sure.
Insert
I'm trying to.
Russell Westbrook's bro. What? Oh, what is he talking about?
100%.
Oh man.
Essentially telling everyone else, we're done with you. Now, they have come out and said in forming their league, in announcing their league, that they are going to get so much attention on them that they would parcel out all of the ancillary, a little trickle down will occur in the same manner that all the football clubs in Europe are.
I have not understood a single fucking thing, and I understand soccer that he said. I have not followed. Like, if I'm
I am confusion. I am confused, bro.
supporting all the youth leagues, for the lack of a better phrase, and everything else going on in Europe.
He's 2 minutes in.
And on its face, that seems to be a nice fig leaf.
Get to it, Rich.
You can still have you can still have your leagues. We're just going to take our football and go kick it somewhere else while you can kick the proverbial rocks.
So what he thinks is that
We're gonna kick it over
we're
here.
taking these teams out of the Premier League, out of Serie A, out of La Liga. We're taking them away and putting them over here in their own league. Like, that's not how it works. That's not how it fucking works. Like, no. What? Like, it's not. would they have been banned? And if they had made it, not being able to participate in
Nice
the
try,
tournament?
man.
I guess sure.
Nice try.
Jesus
B for
Christ.
effort.
A B for effort, a C for effort, and that's only because you participated and you know.
I mean, he's a big deal, so I mean.
I'll give him that. He tried. He tried.
I mean, you could always hit us up at 2 Balls on the Mic, man. We'll give you some pointers. Oh, we'll be your insiders.
So in any case, the Super League died.
Yeah,
So
it
it
completely died.
Completely
Premier League
died.
Chelsea pulled out first.
And then Man City said that they were going to go ahead and do it.
And then everyone just started pulling out. And then Serie A and then La Liga teams started pulling out. Everyone got pretty much like out except Madrid because Fiorentino is the president and he was going to be the president of the league. And apparently
Fiorentino,
they'll
el
have to
Salvador
pay a
de la
fine
Liga,
now.
el Salvador de fútbol,
I
the
guess
savior.
I guess for
of
pulling
fucking
out, they have to pay a fine now.
soccer. Good. That's the thing. I'm a Chelsea supporter. They should they should still face consequences for trying a stunt.
Wow.
100%. So
Eliminate
should
them
Manchester
with Champions
United. No. Next year. Not this year.
Well, no,
Next
you
year.
say that because you're not going to qualify for Champions League next year.
We're going to win Champions
Whoa,
League.
okay, that's a bold statement. Let's
therefore-
move on.
therefore-
Let's move on to Champions League, man.
Okay.
Okay, bold statement from Tony. You heard it here first. He said, and I quote, "We're gonna win Champions League." End of quote. Meaning Chelsea FC, his football club. You really think you guys are gonna win Champions League?
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Fuck yeah. We're going to go ahead and win Champions League. We're going to win Champions League. We're going to
no
qualify for the next Champions League. Even if we're banned, we already saw. We'll make our own Champions League. Nos vale madre. Are you really not going to have the Champions League champion next year?
Okay. So Madrid versus Chelsea. Okay, Madrid the past 2 weeks have dropped points. They have not played that well lately. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
What Chelsea are we gonna? What Timo Werner are we gonna see?
Timo Werner
Are we
scored.
gonna see Timo Werner step up this time?
Timo Werner scored last week in the Premier League 1-0. That's what took us
That's what I'm saying.
over West Ham.
Big win, by the way.
A big win, huge win.
Yeah.
And there's storylines aplenty. If anybody and everybody passes that's in the semifinals, it's gonna be a storyline galore. It is entertaining to see exactly who and what is still in, because again, this is the first time in like 23 years that Chelsea and Madrid have faced each other in a Champions League.
Yeah. How long?
Late stages, like 22, 23 years.
Okay,
No me
yeah,
acuerdo.
'cause I don't think I've ever seen them play each other.
The last time I remember,
Maybe
and I still
preseason?
hold, yes, was in Miami with Real Madrid versus Chelsea.
Okay.
And then they went ahead and destroyed Chelsea. So much so that I will never forget, Marcelo took his Ronaldo role and just went all the way down the left wing, cut inside and shot it. I think even with his right, past the
I think I
past the
remember that,
keeper.
actually.
O sea, un pinche golazo the preseason, but never again was Chelsea.
Stand up for now.
Hey, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
You want to do me a huge favor, Chiva?
sure.
See that camera over there?
Yeah.
Inside of the box that we have our handy dandy equipment in
Yeah.
is a white cube that connects and is the power source for our GoPro. No se nos vaya a morir.
Ah.
So I'll go ahead and take it here.
For sure.
And I'll actually, again, he almost walked with his headphones on. I did that earlier. But again, I'm just going to take this time to say and let everybody know that I've been a Chelsea truther this whole time. I've made sure to speak my allegiance to Chelsea, unfaltering this whole time. I've been telling everybody, as soon as they fired Lampard, this is going to be the Champions League season of dreams, just like it was in 2012. We fired the manager mid-season. We had an interim manager come in. In a sense, Tuchel is still an interim manager / actual manager. He's going to be coming in. He's going to go ahead and just completely boss everybody in the Champions League. Di Matteo did it. He got us through Napoli. Then he somehow had us beat Barcelona. Then somehow even more, we had the final over in Munich, and we had Lord and Savior Didier Drogba, who is an unfortunate founding member of Phoenix Rising, save us that day. You good? But again, It's written in the stars. The storyline is there. Tuchel, who was one game away from winning the Champions League last year, along with Thiago Silva, his captain over in PSG. So I think that is you're good. So I think that in itself is an achievement because I don't know who has done that. Do you know anybody who's gone back-to-back seasons making it into the Champions League as a manager, into the final with 2 separate teams?
Oh, 2 separate teams.
Yeah.
Oh, because I was gonna say Zidane.
I mean, yeah, again, it's the same team, but it's 2 separate teams. I haven't seen that in a while.
I would guess Pep, but not. He hasn't.
I don't think so.
He hasn't
So I
reached
mean,
Man City at all.
again, something breaking, history is Tuchel if he's able to do that. But again, tomorrow is the first game of the Champions League semifinal between Real Madrid
I'm so excited, man.
and Chelsea. Hazard came back. There's another little storyline?
Okay, how pissed are you gonna be if Hazard starts
If
and
he
he just
fucking
fucking scores a
decides-
hat trick?
If he fucking decides,
the dude has more injuries than goals with Real Madrid.
yeah.
How upset are you gonna get?
I'm gonna be sad more than anything. I'm gonna be sad because again, you should have been doing this whole time. You got injured, you had injuries out the ass, but I just don't know where he goes from here if he doesn't get back into form, and I'd be sad even more if this is his only series that he does really good and then gets injured for the final or something, but just kicks
man.
Chelsea's ass.
I can see it. You know what? I can't. I have to root against Chelsea in this one. I have to. My instinct says Madrid's gonna take it.
Yeah.
I think. Are you guys playing home the first game?
We are.
I think so, right? I can check.
No, yeah. Sorry, I was just distracted by the drums of the locals. Shout out to the locals outside.
It sounds like they're having so much fun. I can't wait to go outside.
Oh no, 100%. No, the vibe is awesome outside. But yeah, so tomorrow Chelsea is the first semifinalist along with Real Madrid. Honestly, I didn't even think we'd make it.
Madrid's home first.
Madrid is home first, so bring it back at home in Chelsea, Stamford Bridge with Chelsea.
Wow. Okay, you guys better take advantage and score away goals.
Oh my God! If we
That's
score 1 or 2 away goals, I'd be happy. I'd be very much happy we can be able to do it.
I think you guys need 2 tomorrow.
Former Chelsea man Hazard, former Chelsea man Courtois. Sorry, this is what these tables do. Again, this is the first time doing a remote episode. We've done remote interviews, singular. But this is our first chance, first crack at it. Definitely.
Essentially, this is what This is what we want to do on game days. Not a podcast necessarily, but set up.
Yeah.
Have some people over, talk to them.
Straight up, I fucked up because I forgot another microphone that we are going to go ahead and set up and have people there. And then the camera would be like, hey, how's it going? And then we'd be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And then the camera would be looking at there. Again, adjustments on the fly. This is the last second, but it was the last second idea.
Last minute.
And last minute. And we came over. But no, this is fantastic.
But yeah, okay.
The
So
second game.
Prediction for tomorrow. Just the game.
Do you want a betting me or do you want me? What I want? I want Chelsea to win 2-1.
I want your professional soccer input, professional guess.
2-2.
Okay.
2 away goals for Chelsea. And we'll talk about what happens in Stamford Bridge later.
You know what? I'm going to go with a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be 3-2 Madrid.
3-2 Madrid. I mean...
And I think they're going to get at the last minute.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. That's still 2 away goals.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
means you go home.
I'm giving you the
You're
2 away
fortress.
goals. I'm giving you the 2 away goals.
I like that, Chiva. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
And on Wednesday...
It means a lot. Oh, yes. Wednesday, we also have the other
we have
semifinal.
Pretty much to the final already.
Yeah, bro.
Whoever comes out of this is going to be the champion, in my opinion.
It's hard to argue that just because of the way that PSG, Mbappe, Neymar, that entire team has been operating.
Here's my biggest difference in this game. PSG is still fighting hard to win that title in the league.
Mm-hmm.
They're, I think, in second place behind Nice.
Yes.
Man City has the freaking Premier League in the bag.
They've been having it. They've
in
been
the
having
bag,
it.
man. So they can rest players for this.
Man City also just won their first silverware over the weekend, beating Tottenham 1-0
In the FA Cup,
in the
right? No.
in the Caribou Cup.
Carabao Cup.
The
Yeah,
Carabao
that's
Cup.
right.
So breaking Tottenham's hearts yet again. Pobrecito's son. Did you see him? He was crying.
Yeah, you see Gareth Bell just kneeling next to him, like squatting next to him, like if he actually gave a fuck.
I have a soft spot for Heung-min Son. Actually,
Oh man, I wish Son would go somewhere useful. I'm tired of seeing him at freaking Tottenham, straight up.
anyway, we're gonna go ahead and have the prediction for this too. But I mean, it's two giants, the two teams that won it the most, I think, in a sense, because
Yeah.
again, Madrid's won it,
Okay,
Chelsea
no,
won it
so
2012.
By two giants, I think you mean the biggest money machines, the biggest money clubs that have wanted to win this.
Yeah,
And you know what?
that's what I meant.
If they happen to win it, okay, so be it. Finally, a money team won the Champions League. If somehow Madrid and Chelsea beat one of these teams, justicia divina, porque
Even
yo
then.
siempre he dicho, el dinero no te gana una pinche Champions.
Again, dinero no te gana la Champions. Money doesn't buy you the champions. But then you look over at the other side of the semifinal bracket, you have Madrid and Chelsea, who are like
Who spent a
the
lot of money.
founder,
Who
the
spent a
founding
lot of-
padrinos of Oil FC, like Oil Money FC.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
mean, there's no winners. Again, this is my whole thing with like, oh, the Super League. Everybody's talking shit. Like, look at who's talking shit. Like, it's still the people who are, oil tycoons, who are
Yeah.
maybe not the best people. The sources of your income are maybe unreported, different islands, different Western Union
I
deposits.
already changed banks, man. I hate JP Morgan now.
Did you really?
No, I didn't.
Chase.
That bank is right on next to my house, man. It's convenient.
Chase, no, see, I mean,
You have
it's
Paredes
convenience.
on the screen right there hugging Neymar. You see Paredes, his trick in the practice? It was
Yes.
crazy. It was crazy.
Yes.
It was a Rabona shot behind the goal, like the primer toque. That shit was insane. I was like, wow.
You want to know where the last time I saw
I was
that?
like, Paredes can do that.
You want to
Wow.
know somewhere the last time I saw something like that?
Well,
At the San Diego Loyal training. Some of the
really?
things that they do, man, is like
Hey, you gotta remember,
these-
they're professionals.
These fools are
dude.
professionals,
They're
bro. Like, it's
fucking good.
insane.
They're
Like,
fucking
it's
good at
100%. All right,
Prediction.
so PSG, Man City, first leg. So this means that it's going to be at PSG
Yeah.
in the Parc de France, el Parque de Príncipes.
Let me double check that for you.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's going to be a home match for the Sheiks. Like,
Yeah,
the Sheiks,
PSG's home.
the Vatos.
PSG's home.
Yeah, so PSG is at home. So can Man City's going to score. Like, there's no question. Man City's going to score. Man City's going to go ahead and go in there, regardless of who it is. They're going to score 1 or 2 goals.
So what's your prediction, score-wise?
I think
I can go first if you want.
okay, go for it.
My prediction for this first leg,
Uh-huh.
Man City 3, PSG 1.
High scoring. So Man City won, which is an away goal, but they're going to allow 3
No,
goals.
no. Man City 3,
Oh, Man City 3.
PSG 1. I think this is City's year, bro.
You really think it's the
I
City's?
think this is City's year. It's long overdue for Guardiola to win a Champions League
Yeah.
since he left Barcelona. He couldn't
Yeah.
do it at Bayern. He hasn't done it at Man City. He's one of the greatest managers on earth, man.
Yeah.
He deserves his Champions League, man.
With Man City, because he's
With
won
Man
one
City.
before.
I mean, straight up, he
But
kind of
still
built this team, bro.
I know he did from the ground up. You have just superstars, De Bruyne. You have Gabriel Jesus, who's not playing that bad anymore. You have Bernardo Silva. You have Mahrez, who's playing really
You know
good
what?
too.
The only way I can see PSG winning is if Mbappe just goes like Super Saiyan.
Just
mode,
God mode. Yeah,
straight up
just
and just destroys the defense and
foils.
scores a hat trick or something.
if they do go Super Saiyan, if he does go Super Saiyan, all you're gonna hear from Man City side is gonna be
Straight up, yeah.
my prediction. I think I'm gonna go with. I eventually think that Man City is going to win, but at home I think PSG is gonna go 2-1. They're gonna win.
They're gonna choke it.
They're gonna choke it later,
Like
but I
always.
think for right now. But again, like
can see that.
that's betting against the fantastic job that Navas has been doing. Navas has been playing so good in this tournament.
Yeah,
He's
he
in
has.
form. He just got a contract extension today, all the way to 2024. It's insane, but I hope, man. I'd rather have PSG get this one. At least this one.
I mean, they have been playing great. So has City. It's gonna be a hell of a game, straight up. I mean, I can't wait to just be able to witness that game.
Feels a little normal, man. Like we're in April. It's the spring, mid-spring. It's like right on time. Champions League. This is usually when this starts rolling in. Like
Yeah,
none of this.
man. Last year, all this was
truncated.
postponed into like June,
Yeah,
and it was just one leg, and oh man,
it was just so
not the
weird.
best.
It was just not the business. But again, that's very very exciting coming on up. But yeah,
I mean, dude. So we had some pretty. I don't know if you want me to just talk Liga MX real quick, because Liguilla is about to start.
Yeah, go for it.
So just real quick for those of you who follow Mexican soccer. Chingue su madre la América, primero, you know, and straight up, les dije, pinches Chivas andan valiendo madre.
Chivas are not doing
But
well.
I've said this many times, and I actually tweeted it in the Mexican League.
Hold on. How about you do this in Spanish and I'll translate it in English for those.
Siempre he dicho esto, en la pinche Liga Mexicana,
I've always said this.
Puedes
That
estar-
darn Mexican League.
puedes estar en 15 o 16 lugar,
You can be in 15th or 16th place.
y con que ganes tus últimos 3, 4, 5 juegos, subes a octavo, a séptimo, a sexto.
And if you win your last couple of games, that means that you go all the way up to maybe possibly from being in 15th, 16th to 6th or 7th.
Y te metes a la liguilla.
And you come inside the Liguilla.
Playoffs. So, a repechaje, 2 equipos entran. El repechaje se va a jugar quinto contra el 12, sexto contra 11, séptimo contra décimo, 8 contra 9.
Explaining the way the structure is. Continue.
And right now, the way it's looking like Atlas will play Chivas. If it stays like this, it won't stay like this. If it's Chivas Atlas, man, son nuestros hijos, se la van a pelar. Alexis Vega is playing great for Chivas. Cruz Azul, by far one of the best performances ever. First place, 40 points. Doesn't matter. They're gonna choke it at the end. I think the fans are rooting for a long season instead of Liguilla now,
Yeah.
because they would dominate it.
Yeah.
So is America. Surprisingly, Puebla's in third, who has had a great season, and
La
that's
Franca.
surprising to see. Monterrey's on the verge of being fourth, maybe fifth against Santos. It's so close, which makes me actually say that the Mexican League is, without a doubt, top 5 most competitive leagues in the world.
Competitive is one thing. Again, like
Yeah.
the NFC
If not
East of
top 3,
football was the most competitive league
top 3,
last year.
most competitive league in the world.
As we
man.
do see Travis Peterson approach the bar and
Sir.
with his Motor City, what's it called? Plastics.
Plastics, yeah, it's a great jersey.
Plastics jersey. We're gonna go ahead and he opens the wallet. He asks. He's wondering. He's asking for the opinion. He puts the number 2 up. And okay,
Nice hat, wearing the green hat with the
there you
skull
go.
logo hat.
Fantastic. They actually just had Tacos LG here in National City. They asked
Rocking the
where to
orange
go.
Vans.
The orange Vans are absolutely on point. We must say, greeting people, grooving to the music inside of Machete. I mean, Travis is
so
absolutely.
much talent in one man.
It's incredible.
I'm
the way
jealous
he
of how
moves,
artistic he is.
the artistic maneuvers, his gyration of his lower part of the leg in order to go with the tempo of the music is outstanding. Just Travis, if you do listen to this,
Shout out to you, man.
Just look at that. Just wow. Jeez. Gotta
He
stop looking over there.
made those stickers.
I don't want to make him uncomfortable. Very talented man. Again, check out that San Diego logo. Anything that comes out of the logos, bro. Like,
Y el
este vato
América,
es un crack.
que chingue su madre. Y también Phoenix.
Yeah,
También
so Phoenix in America,
que chingue su madre.
they're in the same tier right now. Like,
Straight up,
valen
yep,
madre,
yep.
like those,
Absolutely. Yeah, anyways, man, Liga,
we have Travis walking back into his chair with a spirit of choice.
you're gonna freak him out, man. Yeah, so Liga MX, it's on the way into the playoffs. It's gonna be exciting to watch. Honestly, you should definitely check it out, as well as the USL, which is rolling in now, man. First game's gonna start. So much soccer all around the year. It's
Football,
great.
man.
It's great.
It's fantastic.
It makes it the best sport in the world, man.
100%. But yeah, so that's what we have going on as far as in the soccer world. Again, it's weird because we are in a different area. We do want to join outside.
Yeah.
We will have more content out this week, specifically NFL content, specifically even 1904 content, and seeing what they're going to go ahead and their plans are.
Yep.
Again, talk to Mo Espinosa, who just followed us back on Instagram. Should probably send him the Zoom.
Well, I follow him on Instagram
And Twitter. You can
yeah.
just follow us on Twitter. But yeah, so I think we're good for soccer, but I do want to. I can't let you go, Chiva. I cannot let you go because you were actually talking shit. You've been talking shit, and it's pissing me off. You are not a connoisseur of baseball. You are not the wise person you
When I was
put
texting
yourself
you,
up.
I was like, I
was
bet you were like so heated.
fucking pissed. So we had the away series.
I looked thought you were gonna screenshot when I said the walkout instead of walk off.
You did say
I said
refer to a
walkout.
walkout. See, here we go. Walkout.
I was like, the Dodgers are gonna walk off right now, and I put a walkout like the FIFA Ultimate Team cards.
Yeah, exactly. Or like walkout. You know, when people are
And then I
protesting
heard the
walkout.
commentator say, "Oh, they could do a walk-off home run," and I
A
was
walk-off
like, wow.
home run. So again, pretty much the series was tied. Not even the series, just they were 500 playing against the Dodgers. The Dodgers had won 3 games. Padres had won 3 games. This was Sunday Night Football, Sunday Night Baseball. Big deal and nationally televised. Something that doesn't really happen. This rivalry is solely reviving baseball. So much so, and I can prove it. You're watching baseball. That's the best thing I could say. This rivalry is single-handedly
So I
reviving.
started watching the game at Siquan because I was at the casino,
Oh, really?
and
Siquan?
then I got home. The fucking game lasted almost 4 hours, almost 5.
Yeah, it's a typical baseball game. But we have extra innings with a runner on second to make the.
I was tripping out at first. I was like, "Why is what's that player from Monte, the right fielder,
Mateo?
Mateo?
Yeah.
He was in second, and then Tati does something. I was like, this guy just struck out last inning. Why is he in second? I was tripping, and then I saw Tatis in second. The next inning, I was like, Tony, do they start with the runner in second?
But again, in the game before, actually, Fernando Tatis Jr. I told a lot of people today, like, hey, did you know they're renaming Dodger Stadium? What?
I gave you that one.
No, that was my joke.
No, it's
100% it was your
bro,
joke. I
and I
just wanted
told you.
I just wanted to see what you would say. Anyway, my joke was that we're going to rename
Dodger Stadium at Tatis Stadium.
Tatis Stadium, not
Wait,
just
los
because
hizo
of
sus
him.
hijos, los hizo sus hijos.
I mean, do
Yeah,
you know what his
dude.
dad did in that stadium?
Yeah, 2 grand slams in
In the same inning. Only player to ever do that. And in the
crazy.
same area.
That's crazy.
It was
What was the
insane.
score in that? What was the final score in that game?
The Dodgers won that one against Trevor Bauer. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay.
No, not
It's
that
okay.
one. I meant the grand slam one.
Oh, the Grand Slam one. ¿Quién sabe? No jugaba para
Poquito. ¿Verdad? Muchote. Beep, beep.
But definitely, we had the Padres going up against the Dodgers, and at the end of the series, the 4-game series, they had they were losing 7-1, and that's when you started texting me talking shit like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
No. I started talking shit when it was like 7-6 or tied up.
What the fuck were you doing talking shit at that point? Like that's
I didn't know it was 7-1.
you didn't.
I was on my way home and I wasn't watching it. I didn't know that.
But yeah, so they did end up coming up. Fernando Tatis, there was a controversy of him stealing signs, which is horseshit. Horseshit.
I'm a Dodgers fan, and maybe Dodgers fans are going to be upset at me for this. Suck it up, Buttercup. Straight up. He destroyed us.
Yeah.
He destroyed us. 5 homers in 3 games.
Something like that.
He destroyed us, dude. He's the generation talent. He's gonna be the next GOAT. Get over it. He's
And
still gonna develop.
The fact
Like,
that Trevor Bauer, that was just like it was just one. That was one home run that they were arguing. Oh, this and this and this. I saw the GIF. I was gonna put it up, but I can't find it. It's fine. Go and look for yourself. Of Bellinger doing the same thing.
Oh yeah.
At bat, looking back.
I saw someone too.
back,
Oh,
looking
but
back. Like,
it's okay when they do it.
no, 100%. And let's not forget here, who is the pitcher that has his balls up in MLB being investigated?
Okay,
Come
hey,
on
but
now.
Trevor
Come
Bauer
on
did give
Come
props to Tatis when he celebrated. Like he did say, you know,
and
players
that's
should
cool.
celebrate
And
when they
that's
hit the home run.
And I will say give props to Trevor Bauer because again, Trevor Bauer is that person that's like,
Why is it so wrong to celebrate when you hit a home run?
unwritten rules.
You know, it's the old
Unwritten
people in
rules.
baseball, right? The old people in baseball, the old heads.
Same thing with
Old
the
heads in
looking.
baseball. I'm telling you right now, you gotta let it go. Move on. Move on. It's the same thing I tell Tony in soccer with VAR. You gotta move on, man.
Fuck off.
The game is changing.
No.
I'm joining baseball now, man. The game is changing. Get over it, man.
You really got
here-
upset.
I'm here to give takes now, dude. Yes, Tatis screwed us over, man. It's all good. He's such a great talent. Good job for Tatis.
You did
I'm
tell
glad
me.
he's doing great.
You did tell me like, what the fuck? That was a ball, and they called it a strike. Da da da
Oh,
da. With
yeah,
Mookie
on
Betts. Da,
bets,
da, da,
yeah.
And I was like, yeah. Like, if there's one thing, I'm against VAR, I'm against this, but I'm 100% for.
Yeah, the game already lost like 5 freaking hours.
Yeah, no, robo-umps are the way to go. MLB The Show is fantastic. You've been playing it too.
A little bit.
So get into it. Hit us up. Xbox and PS4.
Oh, we're vaccinated.
We are. High five. But yeah, so at the end of the day, it happened where we got that juju off of us. We finally got it. We finally beat the Dodgers.
You're still
at
13-11 though.
They were fantastic. You want to say hi? You want to say hi to the camera, Nick? You can say hi. He's saluting. I mean, I know he was in the Army. I mean, we can have you right there. We can have you. How's it going?
Hey, good,
How are
mate.
you?
Good,
How are you?
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you. How is it out there?
It's going well. I've learned maybe 5 songs already.
Nice.
So we're making progress.
What's your favorite song right now that they got going out there?
Well, Dale Dale San Diego is the easiest, so I'm gonna say that's my favorite.
Hey.
And you're learning another language.
It's in
Yeah,
Spanish.
yeah,
So that's the added bonus on there.
That's the first Spanish word that I've learned.
I
There
loved
you
it,
go.
man. So you ready for this Friday against Phoenix?
Oh man, I'm excited. I am very, very excited.
I think yours is longer.
Yeah. I am. My whole week is just building to Friday. So,
Are you gonna get absolutely trashed on Friday?
well, I'm going to my wife's work function at a sports bar, so I
So
have
yes.
to.
So yes.
Yeah, I have to behave myself a little bit, but she's definitely driving home. So.
Oh, 100%. That's
Absolutely.
the
That's the way to go, right?
fun fact. I saw him over at the San Diego Soccer's game.
Yeah, that was a good
You did
time.
not witness me breaking the chair. That was Weston. But it did break a chair.
You did tell me about it though.
Shout out to him.
You did tell them about it.
Well, I'm gonna go get a beer, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah,
See you
100%.
guys.
Enjoy, man.
We're gonna go ahead and join you back there. All right. Shout out Nick Duffy.
Our mate from
Nick,
Australia.
Nick, do they say mate? Do they? He said Australia. He's from New Zealand, way.
New Zealand.
Oh shit!
New
Oh, bro.
Zealand.
Oof.
Hey, Nick, I'm sorry. I'm Mexican, and
It's like me calling you, hey, pinche guatemalteco.
I say dumb things sometimes. I mean, Tony's gonna have to.
Very much.
Tony's
Don't
gonna have
worry
to
about it.
go
Don't
in
even
and-
fucking
and
mention
edit
it at this
some
point,
stuff
Chiva.
out.
Stop. Stop. We're good. But one
Tony's gonna
last.
kick my ass after the show.
I
guys.
definitely am. But one thing, because I do want to say, and this is a good place to end it, I feel.
Yeah, yes.
We're going to go ahead and celebrate because, again, we're barely in April. We're celebrating it like it was October. But it was a fantastic game. And at the end of the day, I just want to say.
Gonna get it back in June. There we go.
Let's go, Padres.
Tony's jib with the flag.
Show 'em how it's done.
Y que chingue su madre los pinches Dodgers.
Y el América.
Fuck the Dodgers.
Y Phoenix.
Fuck Phoenix.
Fuck Phoenix.
They didn't let us in with press passes. They never got back to us. We were trying to get content for you guys.
I
The
couldn't have make it either way, but.
The flights were $56 round trip, but they never got back to us. We got you, Phoenix. I got my eyes on you, homie. S's. It's all good. Merce is going, and Fairweather's going to be representing us over there. Not us, Rock 2 Ball tonight,
Yeah.
but the San Diego
The community,
podcast
boy.
scene.
The community.
So shout out again to the San Diego loyal podcast scene. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna have our super pod coming up tomorrow at 8 on the locals channel. So check out for that. Check your local listings for that. We do want to say special thanks, first of all, here to Machete.
Yeah.
Machete Beer House is allowing us to do a podcast here at my hometown of
Definitely
National
check
City.
them out, guys.
The city they call Nasty, 91950. Where Lil Rob, again, he drove his Impala in summer nights right here. This is where it was, guys. Shout out to the rivals, I guess, over at, not necessarily 3 Punk Sale, but in front of 3 Punk Sale, they have Tacos El Vaquero. Tacos El Vaquero
Yeah,
over
Tacos
on
El
3rd
Vaquero,
Avenue.
man.
Shout out to them. Shout out to PB European and Imports. If you need somebody to take a look at your car, they got you. They also
UPSL has started as well.
UPSL, SD Internacional. Shout out to them. They got
Just won 2-1.
their victory 2-1. So shout out to those guys. We really
sir.
want to go ahead and thank you guys, because we are really beside ourselves with this whole like, hey, 2 balls and a mic at
Straight
Sturo
up, man.
Stadium.
We feel the love.
The
man.
love on Twitter, it means a lot. And right now we're gonna go ahead and join and hopefully sing our hearts out and have a blast. Hi-yo. I think he's here. The
We
guy
are
who-
San Diego.
Mark Lynn, he did that song,
Oh,
and
yeah?
he's here.
Oh,
That's your song. You just went
perfect.
to us.
Perfect.
But shout out to everybody. Really appreciate you guys. 2 balls to the mic. Check us out.
Later,
Instagram,
guys.
Twitter,
Peace out.
and everything. Later.